What's up everyone, I'm Steve and welcome to another video in the Foundations of Money series. I want to start this video off with a question. How long could you live your life at your current lifestyle if you lost your job today? In this video we're talking about an emergency fund. You ready? Let's go. Your emergency fund is your lifeline. If you don't have an emergency fund, then you're living your life in risk. And our emergency fund is money that we set aside for unexpected expenses. You might use the term rainy day fund, but essentially it's the same thing. And this is money for things like unexpected job losses or sudden medical expenses, or your roof springs a leak and you need a fix, or you get into an accident and your car needs car repairs, or bail money, or, well, maybe not bail. Well, I guess bail money would be an unexpected. This is not money to use to buy that television that just went on sale. This is money set aside for true emergencies. And if you don't have one set up, you need to set one up. And if you do have one set up, you need to make sure that you have enough saved. And here are the 5 best ways to build your emergency fund. Number 1, separate your emergency fund apart from your checking account. So if you're like most people, your paycheck probably gets deposited into your checking account and then you spend money from there. When you do that, you run the risk of accidentally or on purpose spending your emergency fund because it's right there with everything else. So separate it out into a separate savings account. If you could find an interest-bearing savings account, that's even better, so you'll make a little bit of money along the way. But the important part is to separate that emergency fund so you're not tempted to spend it. And savings accounts are great for that because money is still easily accessible, but yet it's still separate from the money that you play with each and every day. So separate that emergency fund as much as you can. Number 2, you might be asking, well, how much of an emergency fund do I need? Well, most financial planners, I am not a certified financial planner, but most certified financial planners would tell you 3 to 6 months of living expenses. I like to err on the 6-month side just to give us a little bit more flexibility. So every single dollar you spend every month, multiply that by 6, that is your living expenses for 6 months. So this includes the food that you buy, your rent or your mortgage, any money, the coffee you buy in the morning, anything you spend to maintain your lifestyle over 6 months. That is a good goal to aim for. Now, you're not going to get there tomorrow. You're not going to get there next week. These things take time. The important part is to start. Just get started and have that finish line in place so you know what you're heading towards and you know when you finally got there. And that really is number 3. Just start building that emergency fund in a separate account. Transfer money in every month and just start now so it continues to build month after month. And save what you can. You don't have to save half your paycheck just to get that thing up as fast as possible, but be honest with yourself and save what you, if that's $10 every paycheck, then that's fine. Just start there, and when you feel comfortable increasing that amount to 15 or 20 or 25, do it. But the important part is to just start somewhere and get that process rolling. And number 4, make it your priority. When you do that, we tend to set our mind in a healthy place where we'll start making those decisions. Like maybe we don't go to the movies every week like we used to, or happy hours with coworkers. When we prioritize our emergency fund, it's going to be easier for us to say no to some of those other opportunities, those other expenses where we could spend our money there instead of saving it for a rainy day. So that mental mind game is really what's in play here. And when we prioritize it, when we want it bad enough, we begin to make those choices almost subconsciously, almost implicitly, once we have that set in our head. And number 6 might be the most important part here. Make savings automatic. So do not rely on your discipline to transfer money. Whenever possible, log into your checking account online, set up an automatic transfer from your checking to your savings, which is your savings account is where your emergency fund might be. So automatically make those transfers. Maybe your company could help you do that straight from their payroll department. Whatever it takes, make it as automatic as possible. So once you set it up, you never have to think about it again. It just happens. It just works. Automation is the key to healthy money habits. So make it automatic, set it, and forget it. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something about emergency funds or your rainy day fund. If you don't have one, definitely start. Just start. And if you do have one, make sure you have enough saved so you can live around 6 months without having a full-time job at all. Keep topping that fund off. Don't steal from it. And you're going to be really thankful that you have that money there the next time you need it. That's it. Thanks for watching, and peace.